Welcome to session 56 of Accounting 1 subject of BBA first year. In this particular session, we will be learning about dishonor of the bill in case of bills of exchange transactions. In the last class, you have learned about how to draw up a bill, who are the parties to the bill of exchange, what are the journal entries to be given in the books of the drawer, acceptor, and endorsee. Also, how to calculate the date of maturity of the bill, etc. In this class, we will learn about the accounting treatment with regard to design of the bill with the help of a problem. The question is given here. On 1st November 2019, Arjun drew a bill, 3 months bill on Bharat for Rs 20,000. After acceptance, Arjun endorsed the bill to Charit. The bill was dishonored on the due date. Noting charges incurred by Charit amounted to Rs 200. Pass the journal entries in the books of all the parties. There are 3 parties here. Arjun, who is the drawer of the bill. Charit, Bharat is the drawee and Charit is the endorsee. So, what are the journal entries to be passed? In the books of Arjun the drawer, there are 3 entries to be passed. First, for the receipt of the bill from Bharat after acceptance, for the endorsement of the bill to Charit, and for dishonor of the endorsed bill and noting charges thereon. In the books of the acceptor, that is in the books of Bharat, for giving the acceptance to Arjun, for the dishonor of the bill accepted and the noting charges, and in the books of Charit, endorsee for the receipt of the bill and for the dishonor of the bill received from Arjun and noting charges thereon. Let us now see the journal entries to be passed in the books of Arjun, that is the drawer. On 2019 November 1, he has received the bill which has been accepted by Bharat. So, as bill receivable is an asset, debit what comes in, bill's receivable account has been debited and Bharat is the giver of the asset. So, bill's receivable account debtor to Bharat's account being the bill received from Mr. Bharat, Rs 20,000 each. On same day, he has endorsed the bill to Mr. Charit. So, as the bill which is an asset is going out of his hands, it is credited and Charit is receiving the bills receivable. So, Charit's account is going to be debited by 20,000 to bills receivable account Rs 20,000. However, on February 4th, which is the due date, Bharat failed to make the payment and Charit has got back to Mr. Arjun with the endorsed dishonored bill. So hence, Bharat's account is getting debited and Charit's account is getting credited. So now we have Arjun is owing money to Charit as earlier, plus Bharat is supposed to pay off the bill amount to Mr. Arjun. So Bharat's account is to be debited and Charit's account has to be credited. Journal entries in the books of Mr. Charit, who is the endorsee. He is receiving the bill from Mr. Arjun, so the entry will be bills receivable account debtor to Arjun's account Rs 20,000 each. But at the time of dishonor of the bill, Arjun's account is getting debited again, but this time with 200 extra, that is towards the noting charges, which Charit has paid on dishonor of the bill. So the entry will be Arjun's account debtor 20,200, from which Charit will be recovering the amount. The bills receivable given earlier has been dishonored, so it has lost its value, asset has lost its value. Again, Charit has incurred 200 rupees noting charges which he has paid in cash. So he will recover the same from Mr. Arjun. So Arjun's account debtor to bills receivable account to cash account. Now the journal entries in the books of Mr. Bharat, the acceptor of the bill. Initially, when he has accepted the bill, he is accepting a liability. Arjun is the receiver of the benefit. So Arjun's account is getting debited to bills payable account Rs 20,000. On the due date, as he has dishonored the bills payable accepted earlier stands cancelled. So when we accepted to pay a bill, it becomes a liability. It gets credited. Now the bills payable is dishonored. Now the entry has to be cancelled by debiting the bills payable account. Noting charges is an expense incurred on dishonor which has to be borne by Bharat. So noting charges is an expense to be debited. Noting charges account debtor to Arjun's account. Finally, the amount is payable to Mr. Arjun, rupees 20,200. These are the journal entries to be provided in the books of the drawer, that is drawer, drawee, and the endorsee in case of bills of exchange. Thank you.